Today on High Now Daily, we're celebrating Taco Tuesday with local business Tacos de Cachita. Then we keep the good grinds going as we welcome in Mar del Plata, how they're serving up authentic Argentinian food. Then local artist and musician Jule stops by. Get a look at his new music video. This and more right now on High Now Daily. All right, how's it, Aloha gang? Welcome to High Now Daily. I'm Noah Carlson. As you can tell, we got a packed show, a packed house here today. We've got Lauren and Noah. We're going to be talking about a great art festival that's taking place over on the Garden Isle in Kauai. Nate's here. We're going to be talking a little bit about the 96th annual May Day celebration. Local artist and musician Jule's chilling. We're going to get a chance to see a sneak peek at a music video that's dropping. And we're even going to have some really good food on this show. This is our friend Felipe Rico over here. How you guys doing? They're from Mar del Plata. Him and his wife just cooking up beautiful Argentinian food. But before we head to Argentina, we're going to start in Mexico City with some tacos. Come on with me. Come with me. We're over here in the High Now kitchen kicking it off with our friends Sean and Carlos from Tacos de Cachita. Welcome in, boys. Cheers. Okay, first of all, you guys brought it. This is an incredible spread. Before we get into all the good grinds, man, tell us about the business.
Okay, so we started loosely in 2017 doing some pop-ups at restaurants and friends' bars. And 2022, we got our first truck in November. We're crushing, a year and some change now over by Fisherman's Wharf, which is now Hakuone. So we've been just slanging out some tacos and trying to make it happen. Okay, man, the food, the spread that we have over here, it looks incredible. And I know a lot of the recipes, the emphasis come from Mexico City. And Carlos, my friend, that's where you come in, right?
Yeah, that's
Tell us about the recipes, man.
Okay, pretty much this one is my old family recipes. I tried to change a little bit for Hawaii, but it's like for 3 or 4 generations before. So it's authentic Mexican street food for Mexico City. So no matter all the place you go in, you're gonna try best in the tacos de cacheton.
Okay, there you go. That's right, the best of the best over here. Now, I was reading online, Sean, the mission, one of the missions is you want to save Hawaii from bad tacos.
Yeah, we're doing
bad taco experience. What's the bad tacos we got over here? What's an example?
If it takes too long, the tortillas are too dry.
Okay.
And there's no flavor, not enough salt in the salsas, just the baseline stuff.
Okay, so none of that stuff you can...
Speed and efficiency.
Exactly, and this is a completely different experience. Carlos, what you gonna cook up for us, man?
I'm gonna do the best tacos we have it so far. Is the tacos árabes. No one had in the island too. So try, it's very delicious. That's my best taco I have it so far.
The best taco?
Yes.
Let's get it started, Carlos.
All right.
Get after it. So while you fry those up, Sean, walk us through the spread, man. What are we looking at over here?
Okay, we can start on this side. Right here, we got 4 of the al pastor tacos. Ooh. So that's kind of like the display you see here. Okay. Usually that's cooked on the vertical rotisserie, like a shawarma style machine. We call that trompo.
I'm gonna get a bit tell me about the al pastor.
Yeah, so this one is definitely old school Mexico City classic, but the thing is he's cooking now is the árabes. That's the predecessor to this taco.
So that one's before.
Yeah, this is kind of like the Mexican riff on what this was first. This style came over with like some Syrian and Lebanese immigrants to Mexico City at the turn of the century. So we have those plated here like street taco style, but he's gonna do it the proper way with little cheese, bigger tortilla with flour.
Oh man, this al pastor taco is so good.
Yeah, and that one you have the house guac, which isn't really like a regular guac. It's like a tomatillo avocado blend. It's a little looser, a little bit more tart. Yeah. And okay, so over here also though, we have the pork belly carnitas. So that one is just pork belly, super slow cooked for several hours, braised, and then we let it rest. And then when it's time to cook, you throw it on the flat top. So you want to get it kind of juicy and crunchy and all that good stuff. And then lastly is the cachete. So that's a braised beef cheek.
Braised beef cheek. Okay. Yeah. Can we talk a little bit this al pastor? I want to go back a little bit. There's a little bit of fruit in there, but man, it's like a touch of heat with this one.
Yeah, that's not that hot. This is the hot stuff.
That's not that hot.
Yeah, I think he took it easy on you.
Okay.
It's usually
what's our spice level, just so I know?
Okay, so actually this one is pretty neutral.
Okay.
This is a little bit spicy. This is neutral again, and this is really spicy. Well, he thinks it's medium, but it's pretty spicy.
How we Mexican?
That's just like
right?
straight chiles. I had to get him to like dial it down.
Right. Like his capacity is probably a lot higher.
Yeah, and we might switch things up. Usually we serve it just the way we want to eat it, but some people are, it's a lot. Yeah, it's kind of spicy.
Okay, Carlos, what you got? You pulled it off of the
It's a flour tortilla pretty much
Okay.
with cheese, and I have the Arabes. So
Look
it's
at
like
that.
crusty that.
So that's it's the same cut of meat, a pork shoulder like the pastor, but it has fresh herbs and there's some oregano and cilantro and parsley, which is unusual for a typical Mexican cooking. So it's kind of like this Middle Eastern Mexican blend in flavors.
Okay, everything's looking great. And I gotta ask, man, there's this pineapple sitting here that is just looking amazing. What's that? That's al pastor.
That's a Mexican pineapple. That's how they come right out of the ground.
They just come right out like that?
Yeah. So usually we would use that vertical rotisserie, but we did this more so as a display. So this would normally spin, and as it's spinning, you have a heating element here, and all that fat will run down and kind of cauterize the outside of the meat.
And that's kind of popular too, right? When you travel over to, you'll see a lot of workers kind of do it right, and it's fresh as it
If you do a farmer's market and use one of those, it's kind of unfair.
Oh man. Okay, we are not done with Sean and Carlos just yet. Stay with us on High Now. We're gonna be talking more about the tacos and these tortillas, all local business happening right over here. You're watching High Now Daily. We'll be right back. All right. Hey, how's it, Aloha gang? Welcome back to High Now Daily. We're hanging out here in the High Now kitchen. I've got Carlos and Sean, who are quickly becoming my two new best friends, okay? Tacos de Cachetan. Their third business partner, George, is off camera. He's hanging out with us as well. This is just really good, authentic recipes from Mexico City. Now, before we went to break, we finished off. Carlos, what do we have?
Tacos Arabes.
Okay, and now we're gonna dress it, yeah, Sean?
Yeah,
So
are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. So I like to go onion cilantro first.
Okay.
Let all the flavors cascade. Let's see, go real simple.
So, Carlos, you grew up cooking this one, eating this, yeah?
To be honest, it's take me like 8 or 5 years to figure out the recipe.
Really?
Yeah.
And is that process, that's just all kind of like trial, error?
Yeah, trial, fail, and mistakes, and until I got it, and then I know that's why I said that's my best taco I have it. So far.
Ooh, okay, so Carlos, how do you know when you have it? Like you just.
It's about the taste, though. I'm growing with my mom, my aunties cooking, my grandma cooking. So then when I got it, and nothing has changed about that.
I love it. Where we at right now, Sean?
All right, we're doing the chipotle piloncillo.
Ooh, Say that one more time.
Chipotle piloncillo.
Wow. Okay.
All
So
right.
is that Chipotle on the next level?
It's like a sugarcane chipotle blend,
okay.
basically. We can't say too much about that.
Okay. So this is what we're working with right over here?
Yeah, try that. That's a taco
Right.
árabe.
Wow, this looks great. And so what is
And
this
this
on
dressing is just for that style taco too. So this is the only taco that we make two
Special
sauces for.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Everything else gets
specifically
the
for this
house
sauce.
hot and the house guac.
Wow.
But this
Look
is
at this
just
thing
for
right
that.
here.
Ready?
Oh man, this is beautiful. I'm ready to go. No one has it better than me right now. Oh man,
Nuts, yeah.
boys. This is good. We're gonna need about 5 more of these though.
Easy, we got you.
This is good stuff. Even with the tortillas, tell us about this partnership. That's another company
Yeah,
located
so these
over here, yeah?
yeah, for the corn tortillas, we're using Raiz. So he's making local, he's making
man.
Mexican proper tortillas, but locally. So he's getting the corn from Mexico, grinding it down, and putting out fresh stuff. So he got me these this morning for the show. So these are the freshest tortillas you're gonna get on island, likely too.
I mean, everything here is just so tasty. It's balanced, even with the spices. I mean, dynamite, guys.
Right on.
Really, really good. Tell our viewers out there, man, what's to come? We have future plans because we're gonna expand a little bit, yeah?
Yeah, we're looking at brick and mortars right now. Nothing that we could say with absolute certainty. We know we're gonna have 2 events on Cinco de Mayo. So what I would say for if you're looking to find us out there on the streets, go to our website. It's cacheton.com, tacosdecacheton.com, and we have an events tab. So as soon as they're available, we'll post those dates up there.
Okay, perfect. And then what about the ordering is gonna change a little bit, right? Because
Yeah,
in addition
so-
to stuff with the website, right, people can get in touch with you guys ahead of time.
Correct. A week from today, we're gonna have ordering live on the website as well. Oh, and George is showing off.
Here we go.
our new
This is
shirt.
George. Yeah. So we're gonna have mobile orders that are coming soon with Tacos de
merch,
Cacheton.
stickers.
Hold up this shirt right over here. Yeah. So we're gonna do a Instagram collab post. Okay. So head to our social media page, High Now Daily Tacos de Cacheton. You're gonna score some stickers, a T-shirt, which is gonna be a really great giveaway. And then how do people just stay up to date, man? What's the best resource?
Best way to go is go to our Instagram or to the website.
Okay.
We keep everything up to date on there.
And you can book them for private events too, right?
Yep, we even have a
graduation?
tab.
Yeah.
Yep, all on the website.
All right, Carlos, George, Sean, I mean, fantastic. Guys, and thank you so much for saving me
Thank you for
from a
having us.
bad taco experience.
Perfect. Thank you.
Really delicious, guys. Stay with us on High Now Daily. We'll be right back. Cheers, man. Tacos de Cacheton. Go get it right now. Go get it right now. And this Chipotle. Aloha and welcome back to High Now Daily. Joining us here in the studio now, we have Lauren Gardner, who is a local artist over here in Hawaii, who is sharing some of her prints and artwork with us today. But we're happy to have you. Welcome in.
Hi, thanks for having me.
All right, Lauren, we're stoked. We've been really celebrating a lot of local artists on High Now, so it's a pleasure to have you. Tell us a little bit about kind of your introduction into art and how long you've been doing that.
I'm a graphic designer by trade, and so I've been doing this for maybe about 15 years or so. But my introduction into like my own art is fairly recent, and a big thanks to Jasper Wong from Worldwide Walls, who really pushed me in that direction. So yeah,
So how did that partnership come together? We've had Jasper on a number of times, obviously Powwow Hawaii, Worldwide Walls, and everything he's done. How did that connection happen?
So I've been volunteering and helping him with some graphics here and there for Worldwide Walls for the past few years. And one day he came up to me and he's like, "You ever paint a mural?" No. Nothing that, that huge. It's a large scale. And so he's like, do you want to do one? And I'm like, super down. Don't know what I'm doing. And he walked me through it, and he really helped me, and I'm addicted now.
Okay, very cool. So tell us a little bit about the mural that you designed and created.
So I designed a mural over at Dillingham Plaza. It's in
Which is right by us.
Yeah, Kapala Makai.
Yeah.
And so it was fun because I got to do it in a neighborhood where locals are walking through there. You got Foodland, you got Office Depot, and so it's just this kind of really warm space, and I really wanted to speak to that. And so when I did my first mural, I actually did I did the hearts, the conversation hearts, to speak to Valentine's Day.
Oh, okay. Good timing on that.
Yeah. So but I did it with a little local flair. I did it with like Never Mind. And
Clearly, yeah, you.
it was so much fun.
And that's what I feel like is so cool too. Even with this whole initiative, right? Is really kind of like localizing the art. Like obviously, even like slogans that like everyone here in Hawaii knows what those are all about.
Yeah.
So that's cool. All right, Lauren, let's talk a little bit about Empower Her as well, and this movement that's taking place.
So Empower Her is actually an all-women's art exhibition over at the Gangway Gallery in Kaka'ako. It's put on by Melon James and Jessica Serrano. And they're bringing in, I think, over 50 women artists from around the world, which is
cool.
Really cool. And I'm showcasing my first piece in, this Saturday on March 2nd.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
That's
thank
exciting.
you.
So I gotta ask too, with someone with your background, so you're going from graphic design into murals, because that's a little bit of a different creative process, right? How's that transition been?
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard because I'm used to designing for clients. I'm used to designing for other people, making their ideas and their visions come to life. And so to be put in a spot where, I get to create for myself and tell my story, it's different but exciting.
Yeah, it's very cool. Okay, so tell everyone, what is the best way to stay up to date with information, where you're gonna be? The Empower Her event is taking place. In a bit, we're gonna get to another event that's happening over in Kauai as well, but how do people just stay up to date with you, your artwork, or if they wanna participate and support?
So they can follow our business at LMC. It's spelled ELLEMSEE _ on Instagram. And we post everything on there. Yeah.
All right, that's the best resource. And we're not done with Lauren just yet. In a bit, we're going to speak with Noah, the other half, about an event that's taking place and more into the foundation of these multiple businesses that you guys are on. You guys are busy.
Yeah.
That's fine. Thank you for hanging out with us, Lauren. Stay with us on
Thank
High Now
you.
Daily. We'll be right back. Hey, how's it, Aloha gang, and welcome back to High Now Daily. Okay, so we're welcoming into the studio now. We talked to Lauren earlier, but now this is the other half, her husband, Noah Gardner. And now you guys are the founders of LMC, as well as these other local nonprofits that you guys are doing, Spectra Foundation and Creative Mornings. So Noah, tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so Lauren and I, we run our business, but we wanted to find a way to create more value for creatives in Hawaii. We feel like sometimes they're undervalued. And so we started a nonprofit, it's called Spectra Foundation, and we haven't really been pushing it too much. We found out about this program called Creative Mornings, which is a monthly breakfast lecture series. It's free, takes place in Kaka'ako at SALT.
We had the opportunity to speak with them a handful of times, yeah.
Cool,
really cool stuff.
Awesome. Yeah. So we've been putting that on, and then it's just been growing and growing. And we ended up deciding to partner with some friends of ours who are also, giving artists platforms to create value for themselves. And so I'm sure you guys know Jasper Wong, as you mentioned earlier, and Ali Ishikuni, she runs Art and Flea. We've also got Melon, who we mentioned earlier. He's got the gallery. And then we've also got Chaz Umamoto, who's a music producer with The Bruce. And we all got together.
Much talent in Hawaii. It's not crazy what people are doing. Yeah.
And so we're like, hey guys, we're going to put on this talk on Kauai. Do we want to make it a bigger thing and do a festival? And everyone's like, yeah, let's do it. And so we're going to go to Kauai and we're going to do murals, we're going to do workshops, we're going to have live music, it's going to be talks.
This is so cool. And we want to let all of our High Now viewers know out there, this is the unveiling of it today. We are bringing this to all of Hawaii today, that this great festival is going to be happening. Tell us about the dates and where it's going to be held and what it's all about.
Yeah, so it's March 26th to the 29th. It's a 40-long festival, so we got it jam-packed with things. We have a workshop from Adobe. We have a music workshop that's going to be put on by the Brews, and a rap party rapping with an urban festival, or like a shopping thing. Yeah.
Nice. And it's really special. I know for me and even for Ali, we're both grew up in Kauai. So it's, growing up there, we never got to do this kind of stuff. It wasn't fun. And so we're calling this whole thing Spectra Fest. And so if people want to follow, we actually just posted it on social media just today. And so that is Spectra Hawaii on Instagram. And if anyone wants to support, you can check that out too. We're a nonprofit, and it just goes to help artists, with paint and supplies, and we feed them and water, place to stay, all that.
It's really cool too, and I feel like, especially being an artist, and there's so many local people, again, creatives doing things. I feel like another big emphasis is just the accessibility, right? Like letting people know that there's avenues like this festival to taking place. So is that kind of like a spur for the foundation too?
Yeah.
We really wanted to just, bring out that platform, let people stand on their soapbox and, shout it out to the world.
Yeah, show everyone how talented they are. And as you said, coming from Kauai, right, like an opportunity like this maybe wasn't around as much before.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And then Lauren's actually going to be painting her next mural during that festival.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I love it. Like, I don't know how it's felt. Also, I'm doing another one. Have you thought about, can you tease us a little bit what's inspiring that next one? Do you know what you just said?
So I'm working with a friend of mine, Sarah Smith. She recently moved to Hawaii, and we were like, let's paint something together. So we're going to collaborate on something, but we're speaking to the island of Kauai and their roots. And so being in Koloa town, we're going to do something with like a fun little tunnel of trees thing, but with tropical flowers.
Nice.
And then featuring Noah's cousin, who's a retired pro surfer. She pioneered the way for women surfing in the world. She was second in the world for a while, and so we're gonna do a little silhouette,
That's so
a
cool.
little
and
ode to
just
her.
with you saying that, I remember that drive. When you're on the way to Koloa, with the trees, kind of, you're in it.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you guys so much, Lauren and Noah. Real quick, how do people get more information about the festival and everything taking place?
Yeah, there is a website set up. It's spectrahawaii.org, right?
SpectraFoundation.org.
Oh, Spectra Foundation.
There we go. That's what I was going to bring the other half, right?
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much. Stay with us on High Now Daily. We'll be right back. Support your local artists out there, man. Aloha, joining us in the High Now studio today is Julie Junker from Hawaii Gas. And today we're going to learn a little bit more about how they continue to hold themselves accountable when it comes to their clean energy goals with this annual sustainability report. But first off, Julie, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you, and thank you for having me. I'm really excited to be here today, and aloha to all of you in the audience.
So we're very excited to have you, and we want to learn a little bit more about this annual sustainability report from Hawaii Gas. What is that?
Well, a sustainability report is a corporate social responsibility report. It provides a broad overview of a company's performance in areas related to sustainability. You may have heard the term ESG, which is really popular these days, which is environmental, social, and governance. And these are some of the types of metrics that we track for this report. The report is really, to be transparent in the community and to really let people know what we're doing, who we are as a company, and what our initiatives are, and our community engagement.
Why does Hawaii Gas choose to publish the annual sustainability report?
So Hawaii Gas, we put this report out. It's a voluntary report. It's something that's really important to us. It's a way to be transparent in the community and to show our progress and our clean energy goals and with our internal social goals and even the governance goals too as well. It's important for us to be a good steward of the environment, to be a good steward of the community. And this is a way to get our story out and be held accountable.
Now, in the latest sustainability report, what were some of the metrics and the findings that Hawaii Gas was able to produce and find out about?
Sure. Some of the things we're most excited about are increasing the amount of renewable natural gas that we capture from our Honouliuli wastewater treatment facility, collaborating with a lot of national organizations in hydrogen. We actually are one of the leaders in the nation of blending hydrogen into our synthetic natural gas. So we've been contacted by DOE and national labs to provide some of our knowledge and insight into that. We've done a lot of work in the DE&I space, that's the diversity, equity, and inclusivity space, as well as some of our customer engagement and employee engagement, and that helps with retention of employees. And then additionally, on the governance side of things, we've been looking at all of our internal policies and then beefing all of those up too as well. And then we're really excited that we've joined the UN Global Compact, looking at the Sustainable Development Goals.
So what's next? What's to come?
We've committed to doing this report every year. And each year, we align it with the Global Reporting Initiative. So it's the GRI standards that we align the report with. And each year, I think we're trying to expand a little bit more of what we're disclosing and, committed to being transparent.
How do people get more information in regards to Hawaii Gas, all of the work that you folks are continuing to do in order that we reach our clean energy goals?
Sure. You can find our report on the website. It's hawaiigas.com. And then we just launched our new sustainability page. You can access the sustainability report. And then you can also find information on our clean energy projects, information on the Honouliuli wastewater treatment facility and our renewable natural gas initiatives, as well as our hydrogen initiatives and a lot of our partnerships in sustainability.
Fantastic. Well, Julie, thank you so much for the info and thanks for stopping by.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Now, for more information about clean energy goals, head to our website as well. This whole segment will be posted at highnowdaily.com. Woo, we're excited about this one. Welcome back here to the High Now Kitchen. That is Josefina, that is Federico, the owners behind Mar del Plata Argentinian food. Welcome in, you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're very excited to have you. And we've been seeing on Instagram, the business is taking off, so congratulations. But tell our viewers out there, Federico, what is Argentinian food all about?
The Argentinian food is a culture. We love the food. We make the barbecue. For us, it's a ceremony. All the weekends, we wait all the Sunday for start the fire, make the barbecue, and share with friends. And the flavor is super special. And we come here to Hawaii and see a different culture from food. And nobody cook Argentinian food. I say, for me, it's a hobby. It's not a business. So I come here to get my food here. The people make.
You're like, I don't see the good Argentinian food. I gotta make it myself.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so Josefina, so what? Tell us a little bit about the sandwiches that we have over here. What do we have? This is what you guys sell over on the west side, yeah?
Yeah, here we have two kind of sandwiches. The first one is the choripan, we said. Here is like a sausage. Right now it's with cheese and it's with over bread. It's really good. And we have the vacío. Vacío is a kind of meat in our country.
That's this one?
Yeah, this one is here from the cow. And this one is with chimichurri, or famous chimichurri.
So that's what I've been seeing a lot of. Everyone has shouted you guys out on the Instagram. Like, people just want the chimichurri too.
Yeah,
They want to put it on
this
everything.
one.
Can we
Yeah.
get a shot of that? That's the chimichurri. And so who makes this one?
I make it.
You make it.
Yeah.
So is this
Yeah.
one of the secret ones that you've been growing up eating, cooking your whole life?
Yeah, because we cook all the meat with that. In the moment we have the meat in the barbecue, we splash this sauce all the time, and then we put in the sandwich, and then make the special
And then
flavor.
boom. Okay, what about this one over here in the middle?
In
What's
the
happening?
middle, we have the same kind of meat. This one is vacío, and on top we have the salsa criolla. Is this one?
And show us
It's with
that
some
one.
onions, peppers, and tomatoes, and it's really good too.
It's more
Really
fresh.
tasty. Yeah.
Okay.
That is kind of more spicy, and this is more fresh.
Okay, beautiful. So can I go in here? What is
Yeah,
the?
of course.
Okay, so I take
sure.
it by the attire radar. Are you guys big Messi fans?
Yeah, of course,
sure.
Messi, number one. Messi and Maradona.
Okay, so and that's what everyone says too. Tell everyone where you guys are located out at the Waika, because you guys participate in the pop-up that happens on Thursdays, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. We start with the catering and weddings, and then Anna give us space in Waikai for Ono Grinds, so we are cooking there. 3 farmer market sold out.
Chimichurri is next level.
Delicious.
I could just put down that whole entire bowl. That's so awesome. What's the future plans for you guys? Because I know you guys sell out all the time.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
future is growing up. The people meet us, and then can stay in more places from farmer market, and hopefully in the future restaurant.
Very delicious.
Yeah.
Okay, and how's the reception? Were you surprised, Josephine, at the reception when you guys got out to and you were seeing how much people were really enjoying
Yeah,
Federico's
we
food?
can believe. Our first market was around 1 month ago, and was sold out, and we can believe it. This one was awesome. All the people, we have a lot of line. Everybody wants to take our vacío and or
What does vacío mean?
But is the cut we have in Argentina for the meat.
yeah,
Okay.
it's just the cut.
Gotcha.
It's like here the flank, the ribs, is vacío, is our
Gotcha.
cut here.
And it's so funny because we have everything in Spanish. We speak in Spanish in Argentina. And people came here and say, oh, please, I want. And they have to speak in Spanish with us.
Oh, yeah?
We have the minions in Spanish, so it's awesome.
Yeah, and how's the that market at Waikai too? There's so much good stuff. In addition to what you guys are doing, it's really taking off. All of the food and the
Yes,
businesses
crazy.
out there.
Hopefully all the
Yeah.
vendors really good, all the
We-
people funny there.
We chose this one because we make the meats.
This is
We cooking for 4 hours on the grill, and in this market we can do fire. It's so important.
Yeah, you cook with Chiave, yeah?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We cook with the away with the flame, and we smoke all the meat.
Oh man, this
For
is
4
so
hours.
good. And I want to ask too, Mar del Plata.
Yeah.
What is that? Where does that name come from?
Mar Plata is the name of our city,
Okay.
so we want to translate the city from here, so the people know Mar del Plata is going to find in Google and the GPS and say, oh, where's Mar del Plata? And it's like here, we have a lot of surfer people, beach, beautiful place, party.
How does
super good.
Hawaii compare to Mar del Plata?
Mar del Plata, Hawaii. no, it's super beautiful, but Hawaii is a paradise.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful. And thank you guys so much for coming. Real fast, tell our viewers one more time where they can find you, where they can find the sandwiches, and check you guys out.
Now we can find you in farmer market in Ono Grinds or Instagram. If you want a catering for wedding, birthday,
Yeah, one
meeting,
party,
we can go to cook for us.
There you go.
Okay.
Federico, Josefina, thank you
Thank you so much.
so much, guys.
Make sure you check them out over there on the west side. Mar del Plata. Argentinian food, some of the best of the best. You're watching High Now? We'll be right back. Aloha and welcome back to High Now Daily. Let's rewind the clock a little bit, okay? The first Lei Day was celebrated on May 1st, 1927 with a few people wearing lei in downtown Honolulu. Fast forward to 2024, May 1st at Kapiolani Park, 96th annual Lei Day celebration continues. Nate Soto is here to tell us more. How's it going, brother?
Good, man. How you doing, bud?
Excited, man. May Day is Lei Day in Hawaii, so that's always exciting.
It's beautiful. It's one of our marquee events at Department of Parks and Recreation, and then coming up to gear up for that, we have our Lei Court selection event, where we're going to determine the Lei Court that is really the presiding pageantry over Lei Day celebration.
I was just going to say, so tell us about that whole Lei Court, like the court, and that whole process, because that within and of itself is quite a show as well.
Sure. So it's kind of interesting. It's the 95th Lei Court for the 96 celebrations of a year behind. This year we have 6 amazing women who are vying for Lei Queen and the 2 princess positions. They're really going to be our ambassadors of aloha for the city in an honorary capacity, and they're going to preside over the Lei Day celebration. So at the selection event coming up this Saturday on March 2nd at Mission Memorial Auditorium.
Talk about a tough job, though. That whole selection process, you know, I mean, the candidates are so well qualified, so great.
Absolutely, yeah. They're all proficient in hula, all proficient in olelo Hawaii, all proficient in lei making. So it's going to be difficult for the judges to determine who's going to be queen and the princess.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about the Na'opio, the youth, and that's the 6 candidates, correct?
Correct, yeah. They're all from the 18 to 30-year-old age range. We do a rotating age group every year. So we'll start from the beginning, Na'opio, and then we'll work our way back up to Kupuna. Our current Lei Queen, Lei Momi, or Leilani, excuse me, is in the Kupuna category.
Okay, and why is it so important that we remember celebrations like this, especially here in Hawaii, you know, with the Lei celebration? Again, the 96th annual, as we look at Uncle Kimo and Auntie doing their thing. Talk about hula lei legends right there.
That was really one of my favorite moments from last year's Lei Day celebration, and really every celebration is full of those amazing moments that we just can't recreate. It's really one of the incumbent things that we do at the Department of Parks and Recreation is really perpetuating Native Hawaiian culture, and really that's the symbol of aloha is the lei. When you give a lei, you're giving part of yourself. When you make a lei, you're putting your mana into it.
Yeah.
And so just celebrating that and really spreading that across the world is just such a beautiful thing.
Definitely, and oftentimes it might be an overlooked tradition sometimes here in Hawaii. We like take the lei for granted. So definitely 96 years later, this is a great remembrance about how important it is that we honor it the right way.
Absolutely, we're looking forward to getting you and Rachel down there. We hope to see you there.
Sign us up, we love our lei. So how do people get more information about the celebration that's gonna take place on May 1st and stay up to date?
Sure, so we have a dedicated website for Honolulu Lei Day. It's gonna be bit.ly/Honolulu Lei Day. So we have information about the Lei Court selection event coming up this Saturday at 9 o'clock, about the Lei Day celebration on May 1st, and then about actually one of the lesser known events is where we put the Lei from the Lake contest on the tombs of Hawaiian Ali'i at the Royal Mausoleum at Mana'ala. And so that's actually the day after the Lei Day celebration. So we have some information on that as well.
Beautiful. Mahalo nui for being here, Nate. As
my
always.
pleasure. Thank you.
All right, make sure you check it out May 1st. Switching gears now to Hawaii Island, the Waikoloa Beach Marriott Resort and Spa was honored as the 2023 Pu'alu Award winner in the Sustainability and Conservation category for its Ho'okupu initiative, where it established with a goal to cultivate native Hawaiian plant species across the resort's beautiful grounds. Rachel Picaro gives us a tour around.
All right, now it's time for exploring. I am outside taking a look at what's going on here on property, and I'm meeting up with the cultural director here. We've got Lanakila Debris. Thank you so much for having me today.
Thank you. Welcome to joining us today. On this walking cultural tour, we're going to go ahead and start with our Native Hawaiian garden. We actually got to plant 43 Native Hawaiian plants into the property here in Waikoloa. Some of these plants haven't been seen in this area in decades. We try to introduce things as culturally based as possible, but then with a little modern approach so that they can understand it a lot better.
That makes sense, right? Yeah, just bringing it down to maybe their level, something basic so that they can pick it up quicker. And then maybe if it resonates with them or if they find interest in it, they're gonna maybe want to explore it a little bit more.
Right, and with that, it's like scratching the surface, right? We're gonna introduce it to them, something that they're interested in, and they'll dive deeper into the culture itself, and they end up learning a whole new respect for Hawaii in general. This bay right here is Anai Ho'omalu, the front of our hotel. You wake up to this view in the morning. This is actually the fish ponds that front our property. This is where we start the tour, and it just kind of gives an overview of the way that they would farm raise fish back in the day.
Whoa, is that the one we saw yesterday?
plant right here, this naupaka. With the story behind the naupaka is, you know, that classic Romeo and Juliet stories, two lovers were not supposed to be together, and in heartache, when they were separated, their bodies perished and they kind of turned into these plants, hence why they only bloom half a flower. So the other half's up on them in the mountain on the other plant. Also, you take the tops, swish around in your diving goggles, anti-fog, your diving mask. When we do take the guests out, they're free to ask any questions they want, and at that point, we actually do kind of get into the area. They'll start to ask us about different places on island that they want to visit. This right here is going to be what the classic foundation of a Hawaiian hale or house would be. You have river rocks creating these floor, and then you got freestack lava stones creating these rock walls. From here, there would be rails that would form an A-frame where they would attach weave coconut leaves and bundled pili grass to the top of the huts itself. When you think of Hawaii, you don't think of cowboys, you think of surfers, you think of palm trees. This culture tour actually helps open their mindset, and they actually get to see glimpses of what Hawaii is, what it's going to be.
But how important is it to have these cultural experiences available to our guests, like especially here on these big resorts?
I think it should be the driving force, to be honest, because they come to Hawaii for a specific purpose. As far as the knowledge of Hawaii, what they get is not authentically Hawaiian. So it's just re-educating them in a mindset so that they can absorb what is authentically Hawaiian.
Well, it was a perfect day to go on a cultural walk. Thank you so much for sharing all the knowledge.
No, thank
with
you guys
me.
for coming.
So make sure you guys come in and visit Lanakila and his team here at the Waikoloa Beach Marriott. You're gonna have so much fun and you're gonna learn a lot.
Continuing its endeavor to bridge Hawaii's digital divide, Hawaiian Telecom invested over $223 million of private capital in 2023 alone to further expand its future-proof fiber network, which enables access to its fast, reliable fiber broadband service, Fioptics. And a new venture, Fioptics Plus, is all about giving the user more control over their entertainment experience. Take a look. Chris, tell us a little bit about what Fioptics Plus is.
Really what Fioptics Plus is about bringing control back to the user. And it can get a little overwhelming these days. There's so many different streaming options. It can be a little overwhelming for the everyday consumer. So what Fioptics Plus does is it combines live TV, a really easy to use guide, and it actually pairs with your streaming services to actually put everything together for you on a nice little box. And you can actually launch your streaming services directly from the box itself. So it's really, really cool.
Today we learned a little about the Fioptics Plus features.
This is the remote. It looks like your any old remote, but there's a little button right here where it's voice activated. I want to watch High Now, and then it goes, and you're good to go. You can search for your favorite show, your favorite episode, even your favorite sports team. It'll tell you exactly where it's playing. If it's through us at Hawaiian Telecom, great. If it's playing through another streaming app, it'll tell you, and it'll launch the app directly from the guide onto your TV and create a really seamless experience for you. Another great feature is called the catch up and restart feature. If you ever join a show 5, 10, 15 minutes late, with one click you can go back all the way to the beginning, and then with catch up, which is unheard of, you can actually go back in time on our guide up to 72 hours, and if the show has already aired, you can just watch it. 2 clicks, very easy. And that's something that a lot of our competitors aren't offering, and it's really something that I use at home all the time.
Can you watch Fioptics Plus on other devices like your phone or your tablet?
You can. The app is called Fioptics Plus by Hawaiian Telecom. It's available on your App Store, Apple Play Store, Google Play Store, and you can actually use any device, smart home device around your home. You can watch live TV, on demand, and recorded TV. You can also take it outside with you and watch it as long as you have an internet connection. Fioptics Plus is available for all of our Oahu fiber-enabled addresses, whether you're a new or existing customer. I'm happy to announce, too, that we've applied for an application to offer Fioptics Plus for the rest of the state, so that's really exciting for us at Hawaiian Telecom, and we can't wait to bring that product to the rest of the state. The TV experience is just very confusing these days. There's so many different streaming options available, and Hawaiian Telecom really sees itself as an industry leader. We want to be forward-thinking and future-proofing our network, but future-proofing our products as well, and that's where Fioptics Plus does that for TV.
All right, joining us here in the High Now studio, we welcome in local artist and musician Jule. Welcome in, brother.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man, we're glad to have you here today, and we're gonna get a look at a new single that's coming out in a bit. But tell us a little bit about you, your musical career, and when it all started for you.
I was kind of a nerd back in high school, so I was in like band and orchestra, and then from there, I kind of started exploring like the artistry side of music, and then yeah, I just got into it, and I've just been into it ever since, and I can't see myself doing anything else.
Cool. So you got into music kind of toward high school. Right?
Yeah.
Years of high school. What kind of music were you into and inspired you to go into it as a musician?
R&B, oldies. I honestly listen to everything, so I kind of like pull inspiration from everything, but R&B hits me different.
Okay, I like it. So who do you like from the R&B side that really inspires some of the work that you do?
Daniel Caesar.
Ooh.
He's a good one.
Yes.
I really like Sabrina Claudio.
Nice.
And Mac Ayers.
Oh,
people like that.
That's a good group. Yeah, that's a solid trio right there. So we're looking at some shots from you. Tell us about what we're looking at right now. Are these of different portraits ahead of like more music and releases to come?
Yeah, we just took these as like little press photos around Kaka'ako.
Nice.
My studio's actually in Kaka'ako, so it was a quick walk, and yeah, just to have pictures. You know.
Cool, man. So tell us a little bit about upcoming projects and music you're currently working on right now.
So I just dropped the song "Lost in Your Eyes" on Friday, and I have more singles coming out in April and May, and then a full EP coming out later, more towards the summertime.
Nice, congratulations. And you mentioned as well, where you're working on that at a studio in Kakako?
Yeah. It's a studio I started with my friends called Levanta, yeah. So we have our own little space in Kakako.
Okay, very cool. We were talking a little bit earlier too. Now, in addition to singing as well, you also play. You kind of dabble in different instruments as well. What do you enjoy? What instruments do you get into?
I play guitar, bass, keys, drums, like whatever I can get my hands on really. I've been playing a lot of bass these days, playing with some of my friends who gig around and stuff, but I love them all equally. I don't have a favorite, but yeah.
Cool. All right, so tell us a little bit about Lost in Your Eyes. What inspired that song and how was that created?
Just a song about love and relationships. It's a song about just being infatuated with somebody and hence being lost in their eyes. And yeah, just kind of capturing that whole world and fantasy land we get into when we fall in love.
Oh man, I feel you. Okay, so tell everybody how they can stay up to date with you, man. Information, I know you got more music projects in the works. What is the best resource to utilize so they can follow your journey, man?
You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. My Instagram is Jule Music, so JuleMusiq. And TikTok is the same thing. And then I'm on Spotify and Apple Music, Jule. So.
Awesome, and can they currently find, where can they get Lost in Your Eyes? Now the song dropped already, right?
Yeah.
How can people play it?
It's on all platforms already, YouTube as well. So Spotify, Apple Music, all that.
Pleasure to have you here, my friend.
Thank you for having me.
So again, Lost in Your Eyes, the song was just released. The music video, though, is gonna come out next week. Here's a preview. Mahalo for watching High Now, and we'll see you tomorrow.